What is up, guys? My name is unCAGEDgamez. Welcome back to another Ed Boon Twitter Q&A breakdown. It's been a decent amount of time since Ed Boon's done his last Twitter Q&A. You guys love this series, so we'll keep on doing it if there's anything important that Ed Boon tweets. And I think Ed Boon tweeted a lot of great stuff this time around, so if you guys are excited, drop a thumbs up, subscribe, let's get it. So Ed Boon says, ask me stuff. So the Cage fam, the MK community, the Kombat Nation, ask Ed Boon a lot of stuff. Let's get into it. And the first question says, will Batman be in Injustice 3? I'm just gonna say yes. Come on. If you have Injustice, you gotta have Superman, you gotta have Batman. Superman and Batman are like the Sub-Zero and Scorpion of Mortal Kombat. You gotta have it. Let's see what Ed Boon says. Can you imagine an Injustice game without him? Come on. You gotta have him. Where was Scorpion and Sub-Zero in the ending of the Aftermath story mode? Ed Boon says, I'll need to check back on that. All right, hopefully we'll get an answer about that soon. Will Homelander be a guest character in the next Mortal Kombat installment? Ed Boon says he would fit in nicely. Ooh, guys, I've been saying it. Homelander from the boys joining the roster of Mortal Kombat would be so sick. Anyone from the boys would be amazing, but I think Homelander, his intro dialogues, his fatalities, his moveset would have been, oh, it would be so sick. I'm still hoping Homelander as a guest character, and Ed Boon's not saying no. He's not saying no. Fingers crossed. Would you ever consider Guts from Berserk in future MK games? Ed Boon says, I don't know who that is. I'm also gonna say I don't know who that is. But that's just because I believe Berserk is a anime or a manga, and I don't read or watch anime, or read manga, watch anime. So I don't know who Guts is, but apparently I'm not alone. Don't kill me, anime fans. I'm sorry. I don't have time to watch anime. Will you bring back Motaro? Ed Boon says, stay tuned. As I know. How is the Mortal Kombat movie sequel going? Ed Boon says, reading exciting scripts. That's what I love to hear. This is the most Ed Boon has talked about the Mortal Kombat live action movie than all of the first live action movie that came out of 2021. He tweeted like once or twice about the live action 2021 movie. I'm excited that Ed Boon's excited for this sequel. The script is looking good from what I'm seeing right now, so I'm excited to see what happens. I'm still waiting for my email. I'm still waiting for my my call up to be a cameo. You know how to reach me. You know how to reach me. Will MK versus Street Fighter happen after MK12? What a bold question. But also this artwork is fire. Ed Boon says, doubtful. Yeah, the day that Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter happens is the day that will break the internet. I don't see it happening anytime soon. I think there's a higher chance of Mortal Kombat X Tekken than Mortal Kombat X Street Fighter. Even though Street Fighter characters show up in every game. We've talked about this many times. Ryu shows up in everything. He's just like, oh, I have time on my hand. Let me just show up in Animal Crossing or something. When is Shadow Monks coming to Steam? Ed Boon says not soon. But when is MK Shadow Monks Remastered coming to Steam? Woohoo. Probably not soon either. Is Reptile an anti-hero? Ed Boon says, I don't think so. Yeah, I think Reptile is just straight up evil. Why Stryker and Smoke were completely ignored from MK11? Ed Boon says they needed a rest. Stryker, I can understand needing a rest. Smoke, put the boy back in. Come on. Will we ever get Armageddon 2? Ed Boon says not likely. Rip. Will we get a Shadow Monks 2? That's my next question I'm gonna ask Ed Boon. I'm never quick enough to ask Ed Boon questions, man. I'm always like eating dinner or something, and then Ed Boon's like, ask me stuff, and then right when I try to open up my phone, it's already closed off. I'm not quick enough. Why is Scorpion your favorite MK character? Ed Boon says, get over here. Good answer. Family was killed. Good backstory. Get over here. Great answer. Sub-Zero equals assassin. All amazing points that Ed Boon made. Will Stryker and Cassie return? Ed Boon says, stay tuned. Dude, all this is getting me hyped. Motaro, Stryker, Cassie. I mean, I don't really care that much about Stryker, but just hearing that they're not denied is cool. The more characters showing up in the next game, the better. Can you bring MK9 to PS Plus Classic Catalog? Ed Boon says, thinking face emoji. Again, right now, there's not a great way to play MK9 on current day stuff. Like, it's hard to even play it on PC. Like, it was removed off Steam, and I think you can do backwards compatible on Xbox Series X with the MK9 Xbox 360 disc. But PlayStation, you have like no way to play it unless you pull out your PlayStation 3 and then play it that way, which is kind of annoying. So I hope they make it easier for people to play MK9 or remaster. I'm just saying, it's been enough time. So if you could, would you remaster the 3D era? Ed Boon says, I personally would like to do something different. Imagine MK5 through 7 in 2D. Whoa, that's actually kind of hype. I never even thought about that. We always think about bringing the 3D era characters into the 2D realm. How about we just take the 3D era game and turn it to 2D realm? I honestly just got my mind blown. That would be so sick. That would be so sick. I never knew I wanted that until now. Ed Boon, he's a genius. Will we know the title of the next game by the end of 2023? Ed Boon says yes. Next year, we are going to finally get the reveal of the next game. It's been too long, man. It's been too long. Have you ever considered adding Clayface or Killer Croc to Injustice, past or future? Ed Boon says no, but that's not a bad idea. Really? They never thought about adding Killer Croc or Clayface? I mean, Killer Croc was in Injustice, I believe 1 and 2 as a stage transition, so I would like to see him be a playable character. First initial of the character in the next NetherRealm game. Ed Boon says L. Okay, what could that mean? L could be a lot of characters, but the first one that comes to my mind, Liu Kang. So Liu Kang confirmed for the next game, maybe? I mean, you can't have Mortal Kombat without Liu Kang, right? So yeah, let's go with Liu Kang. What's a DC character? Well, it's not Injustice, but I can't even think of a DC character that has an L for their name. Lobo. Can you bring back Tanya in MK12? Ed Boon says we can. Stay tuned. Oh baby. Oh baby. MK12? Ed Boon says comes after MK11. That's just how numbers work. Any more MK novels / comics? Ed Boon says not in the near future. Dang. If you have been a fan of the channel for a long time, you guys know about our series, the Mortal Kombat read and reviews. Man, those were amazing times. I love doing them. You guys really enjoyed when I did them, and I was hoping that they would do more comics, but it doesn't look like they're entering the comic realm this time around, which sucks. Will Shinnok ever return as a playable character? Probably, says Ed. I feel like every character has a chance of coming back at this point. You know, let's just bring back all the characters. Let's just put them all in one game. Will we get anything new from NetherRealm in 2023? Ed Boon says I shouldn't answer that, but he put answer 23. If you guys watched the video I made, I break down that whole thing, so check it out. I break down the 23 to the max. Can we get a release window for the next project? I really shouldn't 23 answer that. Again, check out the video. I answered this. What does 23 mean? We'll break it down. How's the development going for the new project? Ed Boon says challenging, but hopefully rewarding at the end. Likelihood of seeing Reptile again soon. Ed Boon says good. We didn't see Reptile in MK... No, wait. Reptile was in... Wait, what's... Hold up. Reptile wasn't in MK11. Well, technically he was, as Shang Tsung's move, and then also in the crypt. Holy crap. Wow, how did that, like, go over my head? Yeah, last time we got Reptile was in MKX, so... I think it's time for Reptile to come back. What's your favorite MK story from all the NRS games? Ed Boon says that's a tough one. Too many to count. That's like choosing your favorite child. You can't. This next question says, E3 is the time to shine then? Question mark. Ed Boon says, to reveal game? I shouldn't answer that. I mean, that is a good time to reveal a game at E3. What's your favorite fighting game? Ed Boon says, other than MK and Injustice, I flip-flop between Street Fighter and Tekken. Both are so good. Maybe one day we'll get the trifecta crossover. Tekken versus Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. Can we get some type of confirmation that the next NRS game will be worth the wait? Ed Boon says, I sure hope so. At the end of the day, that's up to you people. I think it will. I definitely think the wait's gonna be worth it. Every Mortal Kombat game, NetherRealm game they released have been, in my opinion, pretty good, or like better than the previous. So I'm excited for the next game. I think it's gonna be great. I sure hope so, after all this waiting. Favorite version of Johnny Cage throughout the MK lore? Ed Boon says 11, not even close. Dude, MK11 Johnny's a beast. Come on. Scorpion or Sub-Zero, Melina or Katana? Ed Boon says Scorpion, Katana. Nice. When is MK12 coming out? Ed Boon says on a day we are not allowed to talk about yet. Hopefully soon. Will Mortal Kombat 12 pick up where MK11 left off? Ed Boon says yes. I mean, does that confirm MK12? I mean, we kind of already know it's gonna be MK12, but like, I'm glad it's gonna pick up where MK11 left off. But the thing is, MK11 timeline is a little messy because there's different endings that you could get. So what ending are we going to play through? That's the challenge. When MK vs DC? Ed Boon says when Marvel? When Marvel gives it the thumbs up, then I can die. Okay. Favorite cyber ninja? Ed Boon says I gotta go with Triborg. That's a little bit of a cop-out answer there, Ed. Triborg's just all of them. Will Cabal be back in the next MK? Perhaps. I mean, Cabalin. Injustice 3, Ed Boon says, is something I hope we get to make. Right now, it doesn't seem like Injustice 3 has high hopes. It seems like they're all steam ahead on Mortal Kombat and only Mortal Kombat. I really hope it's not the end of Injustice. There's so much more characters I would love to see be playable. And I think the story is great, and I hope they make Injustice 3 someday. Injustice 3 when? Ed Boon says can't say. Probably doesn't know, honestly. In limbo is where and when we're gonna get Injustice. Favorite DC character? The Flash, says Ed Boon. A lot of Injustice 3 people, and I'm loving the Injustice 3 support because I also love Injustice, and I'm glad that I'm not alone. So as long as we keep making noise about Injustice, maybe they'll make Injustice 3. Do you have anything planned for the 10th anniversary of Injustice Gods Among Us? Ed Boon says we should do something. I'll let you guys fiddle around with that idea. What do we think we should get for the 10th anniversary of Injustice? I mean, we didn't really get anything for the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat, so my expectations are pretty low right now. MK 30th anniversary collection of older games anytime soon? Ed Boon says no, but been meaning to make a director's cut re-release of MK 1, 2, and 3, or Ultimate, not just an up-res. Oh, buddy. A director's cut release of the originals would be so hype. Anything released right now from NetherRealm would be hype. I'm desperate. Okay, we're all hungry for something. Will Melina be in MK12? Ed Boon says I shouldn't answer that. Least favorite MK boss of all time? Ed Boon says MK4 Chinook. Shanuki Buki. The next question says Mortal Kombat versus Injustice when? Ed Boon says unlikely. Now guys, if you want Injustice versus Mortal Kombat, just play Injustice 2. You know what I'm saying? Reveal next year. Ed Boon says sign points to yes. I mean, if we don't get a reveal next year, I'm taking a break from YouTube. I'm just gonna go, I don't know, on an island and just sit there until something gets revealed. Injustice 3, another Injustice 3, baby. Now this is interesting. Ed Boon replies with a pot on the stove. And if you guys remember, Ed Boon says there's many pots on the stove. So this could be one of those pots just sitting there waiting to be made. Will Ash Williams ever be an MK? Oh goodness. Also, will Leatherface ever return? Definitely my favorite guest. Ed Boon said I should really try to get the okay to explain the Ash situation. I really hope they do explain it, so everyone can finally rest about Ash Williams, man. One day in our dreams. What's your dream guest character for MK game? Ed Boon says Ryu. My man, there we go. That is honestly the pinnacle, I feel like, of a guest character showing up. That is like Forbidden Door, which is funny right here, trending Forbidden Door. That is the Forbidden Door opening. The crossover between one of the most iconic fighting game characters of all time entering the realm of another iconic fighting game. Ryu and Scorpion in one game would be insane, and we could have got that in Smash Brothers, but it didn't happen. So maybe one day Ryu will be in the game, dude. Maybe evil Ryu would make more sense, but still, Ryu nonetheless, I would love to see it, but I don't know if Capcom wants Ryu to get split in half or his heart pulled out. So we'll see. Are we going to get anything for New Year's? Like literally anything? Edmund says on or before New Year's. No. So 2022, nothing. 2023 is the year to happen. Could we ever see some past guest characters, whether they've been in from Mortal Kombat or Injustice return in some way? Ed Boon says yes, but I'm not sure the best way to handle that. That's actually interesting. I am surprised Ed Boon said that there is a chance that past guest characters could return someday. I thought it was gonna be straight up, no, it was a one and done. There might be a chance, you know, we could see Freddy Krueger and Jason come back in one game. That would be so hype. Oh, so many dream matchups. One day. How many likes for Kratos to return to the Netherrealm for Mortal Kombat 12? Ed Boon says would be fun. That goes hand in hand with that previous tweet. Talk about past guest characters coming back. Kratos coming back would be pretty amazing. Especially from all the popularity Kratos has gathered. It'd be pretty sick. What female guest character would you want in MK? Oh, this is a good question. Over the years, we've considered or pursued Buffy, Ripley, Sarah Connor, and several others. Wow, that's some good choices. Now, I believe Sarah Connor was a skin in MK11, so we kind of got her, but not really, but kind of. And Ripley we didn't, and Buffy, I believe Ed Boon did say that they wanted to get Buffy, but it didn't work out. So maybe we can get them in the next game. It didn't work out back then. It could work out now. Chances of Michael Myers being in the next Mortal Kombat game? Ed Boon says slim. We wanted him, but Halloween people said no. Oh my God. No. No. Oh man, Michael Myers. Halloween people, why you gotta be stupid? You know, the same people probably said no were the people that made Halloween Ends, because that movie was hot garbage. Oh my God, Miko Mears. Oh, I would have loved it. I would have loved it. I mean, Ed Boon didn't say no, but it's slim right now. Oh, imagine Michael Myers being in the game, dude. Oh, I want it. I want it bad. Miko Mears. And Ghostface, you ruined your franchise. You don't have to ruin the MK franchise's dreams of having Michael Myers in the game. Just give it to us, please. Okay, best fatality, go. Ed Boon says Scorpion face slice from MKX. That's a solid one. Will we ever see another MK vs. DC? Ed Boon says, I doubt it. I mean, MK vs. DC was not great. Will there be more for MK 30th? And Ed Boon says, officially or post here? What does that mean? What does that mean? This question says, will we be getting a platform fighter? Ed Boon says, there's a great one out now, Multiverses. I mean, it is pretty good. It'd be even better if we got a little Scorpion action in there, you know what I'm saying? How do you decide guest characters for Mortal Kombat? Ed Boon says, team vote, fan feedback, and license availability. I mean, a lot of people have requested Michael Myers, so check on the fan feedback. Team vote, so that means that Ed Boon and NetherRealm has to agree that they want that character. And then the final thing, license availability, which got denied from, you know, Halloween people. So thanks. Any projects about non-fighting games? Ed Boon says, chirp, chirp. That's a negative, Ghost Rider. Will Serena ever be playable again? Also, your thoughts on her, please. Ed Boon says, I can't imagine we've seen the last of her. This is a great time for any past characters to come back into the next installment and make a comeback. This is the time. It's perfect. Bring back the lesser known characters, some fan favorites. Just bring back everyone, even the guest characters. What was the reason MK11 ended earlier than anticipated? In August, you said not even close. Ed Boon says MK11 support was the longest we supported a game. Next game should be even longer. Let's freaking go. I love when the game gets supported for long times. That means more content, more enjoyment, more everything, dude. And then they just support it like for 1 year and then end it. That'd be a shame. This next question says, will you add previous licensed DLC characters into your next major release? This is kind of piggybacking on one of the previous questions he answered. Ed Boon says, good question. I've always wondered if fans would like to see previous DLC fighters return. Imagine a DLC pack featuring Alien, Predator, RoboCop, Terminator. Yes, 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 yes. Previous guest character DLC pack would be amazing. Okay, I know people complain, oh, guest characters don't need to be in Mortal Kombat. All right, you know, to each your own. What happened if they release a whole combat pack, only MK characters for all the MK fans, and then the next pack, all guest characters for all the people that want guest characters? All I'm saying is I just want to see a game where we can have the dream matchups that we never thought that would ever happen. Freddy versus Jason is my number one that I want to see. I would love to see high level play of those two characters fighting each other. Please, please, I would love to see it. This next question says, could we see an announcement within 6 months? Ed Boon says likely. There's our timeline, guys. There's our timeline. 6 months. There's a likely chance of us getting something. I really hope so. Imagine we had to wait another year and there's nothing. 6 months. Okay, I can wait 6 months. Will there be Injustice 3 or a horror combat? Ed Boon says, I hope for both. I hope for both so bad. More horror combat just so I can see how NetherRealm does that. I know they can do great with Injustice. I want to see how well a horror combat would be, you know? So give me something new. When-ish can we expect some hints? Ed Boon says, you've been getting them. A lot of them. When is the new Injustice game coming out? A lot of Injustice questions. Ed Boon says, not ready to talk about that. Favorite Injustice character you play as? Injustice 1, Martian Manhunter. Injustice 2, Green Lantern. Will we see any 3D era characters return in MK12? Ed Boon says, yes, you will. Ooh, I hope we see a lot of them. I hope we see a plethora of 3D era characters, 2D era characters, and some amazing guest characters. This next question says, can we expect a review for your next game soon? By soon, I mean the next 6 months. Another 6 month question. Ed Boon says likely. Okay, so it looks like 6 months, around 6 months is the timeline of when we could possibly see a new reveal. Oh man, 6 months is half a year. It seems so long, but I'm ready for it. Will we get Beast Boy in the next Injustice game? If we make another Injustice game, then I would say likely. I mean, if you don't add Beast Boy, come on, what are you doing? We got Cyborg, Raven, Robin, Starfire. We're just missing Beast Boy, come on. Did you have more things planned for MK11 that you weren't able to do? Ed Boon says yes, kind of. Perhaps best for another conversation or Twitter thread. I would love to see what Ed Boon has to say about this, because yeah, it seemed like they were planning a lot of stuff for MK11 and it just kind of ended. So I would love to hear them go in depth about what they were planning. This next one says, has breaking the 2-year release date for the next NRS project help you and your team more in getting your project to the vision that all of you have been working very hard for? Edwin says, breaking the 2-year cycle was a result of many factors, most of which I'm not at liberty to talk about, but as you might guess, COVID and the world around us has played roles. A lot of factors go into breaking the 2-year cycle. I understand. I just hope that, yes, because now they got a little bit more time to work on the game, that it comes out swinging. I hope it is great. Will we see Tremor ever return in an MK game? Edwin says, very, very likely. Oh, not even likely. Very, very likely. Yo, Tremor love is getting some growth here over the years. But that was Ed Boon's Twitter Q&A breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of amazing questions were answered by Ed Boon this time around. Usually he gives us like a, I don't know, something, but he actually straight up answered a lot of them or gave really good hints. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did and want to see me do more, drop a thumbs up. Can we get this video 7 likes? I know it's asking for a lot, but 7, 11 like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Mine is unCAGEDgamez, and you just got caged. 23 means by breaking it down fully, and for that I need my whiteboard. Oh, what is this? Subscribe. So to figure out what the 23 actually means, we gotta go all the way back to MK9.